What's going on, YouTube? Back with another one. If you can't tell by the title of this video, it's about the Smith & Wesson Military and Police 9mm. Trying to fix this lighting in here. That looks a little better. Okay. Smith & Wesson 9mm M&P. Looked at them for a long time. Never owned one, never shot one. It's basically it's designed as a direct competitor with the Glock 17 9mm, which I have owned, and the Springfield XD9, which I've also owned. I thought about buying another Springfield XD9, and instead went with the M&P when I bought this. 17-round magazine. You can see that there. Yeah, it's 17 rounds. It has the smoothest slide of any striker fire pistol I've ever seen. In the trigger, I totally see why people buy these now. When I bought it in the store, I couldn't test the trigger because it had a trigger lock on it. And it wasn't until I finally left and got home and took the trigger lock off with the tool they gave me when they sold it to me that I was able to test the trigger on it. It has a black melanite finish on it. The slide lock is totally ambidextrous, which is cool because I'm left-handed. Comes with a 3-dot sight, which I like better than the typical like U and then dot type of Glock sights, because those look like a video game to me. I don't really like the Glock sights, so these are a lot better. Picatinny rail to put a laser or light or whatever you want on it. It has the movable back straps to change out the size. This one's the medium that's on it right now, and it's actually not too bad. And I have small hands, and I can grip it just fine, so I'll probably just keep that one on there. Yeah, not a problem. Has a witness hole in the top as a loaded chamber indicator to show you if there's a round chambered in the pistol. And the trigger is actually really smooth. I mean, I just can't get over that. It is capable of firing with the magazine removed. It even says it right there. Unlike most Smith & Wesson pistols, my Smith & Wesson 6904 will not fire with the magazine removed. So this is pretty cool. Came with two 17-round mags. I showed you the mag already. It has an extended kind of beaver tail on it. This is just a plain old double action only variant. Some of them I've seen say stainless on the slide. Mine actually doesn't, so I don't know what that means or if it means anything at all. Some of them come with thumb safeties, which we mounted here. Some of them come with a loaded chamber indicator that actually will pop up on the slide. That's the one that, just like the ones that they're selling to the Belgian police, they have the thumb safeties and the loaded chamber indicator that pops up on the slide. Some of them have the magazine removal safety on them, where they won't fire if the magazine is removed. I believe that those are the Massachusetts compliant ones, but this is just a plain Jane M&P 9. When I bought it, it was $549, and I think out the door it was like $591 at the Bass Pro Shop in Denver, Colorado. I probably could have got a better deal on it, but I really don't know. I really didn't price them out too much. It was sort of just something that I was at Bass Pro Shops. It was a Sunday. It was like 7:30. They closed at like 8 o'clock, or right before 7:30. They closed at 8 o'clock. They were the only people that were open that sold guns in Denver on a Sunday. And I was looking at it, holding it, and just was like, yeah, I think I'll pick it up. I think I'll get it. and got it. I'm glad I did. Really not a whole lot to say about it, other than, you know, it's very much a plain Jane M&P 9. It is what it is kind of gun. I like this a little better than the Glock, and I really like Glocks. Don't get me wrong. I own a few of them, and I've owned several of them over the years. But the Smith & Wesson 9 to me, it just points well, and the trigger on it's really great. And I totally see now why they're so popular. I really do. And even though this is the full size model, I don't see why you couldn't carry this as a concealed carry weapon with the right kind of holster. I don't see why you couldn't. I do, however, wonder how rust resistant the melanite on the slide is, especially since this one doesn't even say stainless on it. All the pictures of the M&P 9s or M&P pistols in general that I see all say stainless on the side of them. So that's pretty much it right there. I'm still kind of looking into the M&P 15 Sport AR-15. I already have an AR. You guys have seen it. But I've heard those are really good. I read a rumor on the internet that the NYPD was thinking about going to these, but they haven't yet. I know that our own Colorado State Patrol out here uses these in .40 caliber. Chicago PD uses them, and there's a laundry list of other agencies that do. But those are just some of the ones that I know of. Went over the price. What else? There's nothing really much else to say about this gun. I don't know. I mean, it's got its grip stifled, the trigger guard's round. It's pretty much what I've always wanted to do to customize my Gen 4 Glock is pretty much on this pistol. So I mean, just some basic history on it. These were introduced in 2005. I remember when they first came out, and they were all the rage, and they still are for the most part. They're based off the Sigma pistol, but of course these are a lot better than the Sigma pistol. I don't know how they compare to Smith & Wesson's new pistol, the SD40s and SD9s. I think those are kind of a halfway point between these and the Sigma. As I understand it, Smith & Wesson's pretty much, except for special order, isn't hardly making alloy frame pistols anymore. These are their semi-auto pistols here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Say it's got a stainless steel slide, Zytel polymer frame. I think that's right. And mine doesn't really have much of a trigger reset. I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, it breaks fairly clean, and it's actually fairly light for being a striker. And that's where the trigger reset is. So you let it almost all the way out to fire it, but it's still got a decent reset on it. It's actually got a really nice trigger, and so I just want to show you guys the Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm. If you haven't yet, go pick one up. And anyways, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.